even before COVID hit in earnest in 2020, we were already in a pretty precarious place. First of all, because of a low growth environment, which has not changed. In fact, one could argue that it's been catalyzed by what has happened in the last 12 months. But in addition, we were in an environment in which public policy had been largely become impotent. Monetary policy in very large, important regions of the world like Europe and Japan was already in negative rates, but also we were struggling with debt and deficits in the aftermath of the financial crisis. And then, of course, there are a whole slew of factors such as climate change and income inequality, the risk of technology and the jobless underclass, issues around natural resource scarcity, and the sheer amount of debt that the global economy, but more specifically households, corporations, as well as governments, was carrying before COVID hit. We've now been put in this very, very urgent position where, I think my deepest concern from corporations is where do you allocate capital in this sort of environment? We know the arguments and the concerns that corporations have tended to pay out dividends. If you look at the dividends to retained earnings ratios, it hit as high as 100%. In other words, they're not reinvesting or investing in the future anywhere near as much as we would like to see.